NASCAR Cup Series qualifying is officially concluded for Mexico City, and Shane Gisbergen has won his first cup pole of 2025. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. As I just said a second ago, NASCAR Cup Series qualifying is officially done for Mexico City, as it has been called a little bit early, and Shane Gisbergen has won his first cup pole of 2025. This is also Shane Gisbergen's second career NASCAR Cup Series pole. As remember, he won the pole for the NASCAR Cup Series race last year back at the Charlotte Roval when he drove the number 13 car for Kaulig Racing, which is the third Kaulig Racing entry. This is a really big deal, but this also is not shocking and surprising. We know Shane Gisbergen is one of the best road course racers in the field. I'm going to go back to the speed that he had at Circuit of the Americas. He had a really good long run car. Started, I believe, on the front row, or started inside the top 10, I'm pretty sure, in the event, and led a ton of laps in that race, but ultimately their short run speed was not that good. And they've gotten that car a lot better because they've stated that their car has been at times hit or miss. But they got that car a lot better. They worked on it. And because of that, he put together an ultimately really great lap and barely won the pole as well, just edging out their teammate and a couple other drivers as well. But this is a really big confidence booster for SVG. These are the types of tracks where Shane Gisbergen is going to have to capitalize on. Because while he has improved on ovals, he hasn't been setting the fire on, really the world on fire on ovals, though he has shown a lot of improvement on those types of tracks. So this is a really, really big deal for Shane Gisbergen to pick up that pole. And this is his second career pole. And I think he's got a really good car. His car was really good on the long run. His 5-lap averages yesterday were among the best or top 2 cars. And we know that his car is going to be really strong in the race. The big thing for Shane Gisbergen, again, going into the race tomorrow, is going to be the execution. If this team can execute throughout the race and the event, I think Shane Gisbergen has a really great chance and a very strong opportunity to get it done and pick up the win in victory. So nonetheless, congratulations to Shane Gisbergen on winning the pole. Happy to see him get the pole. I thought he'd have a chance to get it done. I think he's going to be the guy to beat tomorrow by pick going to the weekend to win. He's starting the weekend strong by winning the pole for the race tomorrow. So now we're going to take a look at the top qualifiers for the event and talk about the notable storylines. So Shane Gisbergen wins the pole. Ryan Preece qualifies on the front row in second. He drove the wheels off that car. After completing his lap and getting on the front row, he actually spun out. Really impressive from Ryan Preece. I don't think Ryan Preece is that fantastic of a road course racer in all honesty, though he's had some decent runs. But to qualify on the front row and nearly get the pole is extremely impressive from Ryan Preece. This 60 team has been turning the corner, so good job for Ryan Preece. He'll start on the front row in second. Ross Chastain qualified third. Ross has got some really good speed, especially on the long run. That one car showed some really good speed as they were getting that car up to more speed. Great run for Ross. I think Ross has got a really good chance to get his second win of the season. That car looked really good. Really impressed with the speed from Ross Chastain. He'll start in third. Ty Gibbs qualified fourth. He'll, of course, be starting on the front row for the Xfinity Series race. Ty Gibbs, really impressive speed in qualifying. Really good car, especially in the long run. I think he's got one of the best cars in the field. He looked really strong. He's got a good chance to continue turning the season around. Great job for Ty. He'll start in fourth position. Really impressive speed. Michael McDowell qualified fifth. McDowell's also been really impressive this weekend. His car has been one of the fastest cars all weekend. I think he was the fastest in first practice yesterday. He was really good on the long run, especially too. That 71 car has a really good shot to go to victory lane. Fantastic job from McDowell. He'll start in fifth. Kyle Larson qualified sixth. He's been there this weekend, not enough to get the pole, but Larson has always qualified up front for like pole sitting or anything like that this year. So if we're going to start inside the top 10, really impressive. That Valvoline car has not won so far this year. Larson will try to change that and pick up the win this weekend at Mexico. He'll start in sixth. Todd Gillen qualified seventh. He's been pretty impressive this weekend. It was really good in practice yesterday, and he qualified very well today as well. I think he could absolutely be a sleeper pick for the win in victory. His car looked really, really good. Gillen will start in seventh. AJ Allmendinger qualified eighth. They still got a little work to do on that car. They struggled as the run progressed and went on in practice and qualifying as well, but they've improved on it when they got to qualifying. So solid job for AJ. He'll start inside the top 10 in eighth place. Good speed for him. Joe Logano qualified ninth. I don't think Logano's been as good at road courses in recent years, so to qualify inside the top 10, pretty impressive. They've got decent speed. He had pretty good speed in practice yesterday too, so impressive to speed from the 22 car as well. And Daniel Suarez qualified 10th. Yes, he didn't get the pole or get up there as high as Chastain or SVG, but solid speed for Suarez. I think Suarez actually does have a pretty good car. His longer run speed was really good. Have a little bit of work to do to get up to the front, but I think Suarez, and I have the confidence that he will be a guy to watch for in the race tomorrow. Kyle Busch qualified 11th. He had decent speed in practice yesterday, decent speed in qualifying as well. Remember, he had a dominant car at Circuit Americas after qualifying up front. A little bit more work to do than he had at COTA, but still, nonetheless, Kyle Busch will have some work to do. He'll start in 11th. Chase Elliott qualified 12th. That car got progressively better as the week has gone on so far, and Chase Elliott starting inside the top 15. A little bit work to do to get up there, but I expect Elliott to be contending for potentially a top 5 and maybe for the win. Josh Berry qualified 13th. He's been impressive this week, and I don't think Berry's been that good of a road course racer, so top 15 starting spot. Good job for Josh Berry. Eric Jones qualified 14th. Decent speed for him. Riley Herbst qualified 15th. Most speed I think we've seen out of Riley Herbst so far this season so far. He had really good speed in practice yesterday. I've been impressed with the speed that he has shown so far. Chris Buescher qualified 16th, a little bit off in practice, but I think will be a value pick for a top 10, starting back in 16th. Justin Elliott qualified 17th, not bad from him. Ryan Blaney qualified 18th, a little bit down compared to his teammate Logano, but not a terrible lap, all things considered. Chase Briscoe qualified 19th. He will not win his first pole in like 4 weeks, which is kind of impressive when you really think about it, but Briscoe did fall back a little bit, but he'll start back in 19th position. 20th place starting spot for Cindric, a little bit work to do in the race for Cindric, but I think he's got a decent car. Austin Dillon qualified in 21st. Tyler Reddick had qualified 22nd. Tyler Reddick has struggled with speed all weekend long. I don't expect Reddick to be a factor for the win because that 45 car has been shockingly down on the speed charts all week. He was terrible in practice yesterday. They talked about him speaking to the media. Just struggled all week long. He'll start in 22nd. Carson Ospar qualified 23rd. A little bit work to do in the race. Zane Smith qualified 24th. Bubba Wallace qualified 25th. Seems like the 2311 race car is a little bit off this week, unfortunately. They haven't had the overall pace that I thought they were going to have. They'll have to play some alternate strategies to get up there. Bubba will start 25th after a great run last weekend at Michigan, where he finished in the top 5. Got some work to do and to make some ground up. Cole Custer qualified 26th. William Byron shockingly way down on the speed charts, qualified 27th. Byron's had more speed this weekend than where he qualified. He just didn't get the best lap out there. Got a lot of work to do in the race. Ty Dillon qualified in 28th. Alex Bowman, who only got 1 or 2 laps to shake down, he qualified 29th. And Brad Keselowski qualified in 30th. Christopher Bell qualified 31st. A disastrous lap for Christopher Bell. No speed whatsoever. That car struggled a little bit as the practice sessions gone on and the qualifying sessions have gone on. He'll have some work to do in the race. He'll start 31st. John Nemechek qualified 32nd. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. qualified 33rd. Cody Ware qualified 34th. Noah Gragson in the backup car qualified in 35th. He'll be going to the rear of the field because they had to change the car altogether. Ryan Truex qualified 36th, obviously in substitution for Denny Hamlin, who is not racing this week and due to the birth of his son. Ryan Truex a little bit off the pace, but we shouldn't be expecting extremely high expectations on Ryan Truex in that car. And Cat Finlay qualified last in 37th. So that is the starting lineup basically for the event. Let's talk about the notable things going to the race tomorrow. Well, track conditions are going to be interesting. There is potential for rain in the race, so rain can definitely be a major factor in the NASCAR Cup Series race tomorrow afternoon. They will have the opportunity to use rain tires, and I look at guys like Shane Van Gisbergen, Michael McDowell, AJ Allmendinger, maybe even Kyle Larson to be factors at that point if rain does become a factor in the race. The other thing is the track conditions. There have been a lot of drivers making mistakes out there because there's not as much assistance on the brakes and the cooling and all that stuff for this week. We have seen a lot of drivers making a ton of mistakes and drivers not having the lateral grip that they are going to need. Tire fault doesn't really exist as much, but drivers, I think, are still going to make a lot of mistakes. Then I think this could be a very chaotic race because turn 4 and turn 11 for both races so far have been very, very chaotic. Now, let's talk about the drivers who are going to be major factors in the race tomorrow. Shane Van Gisbergen, obviously. His car has been really good on the 5 to 10 lap average. I expect him to be the guy going for the win. Kyle Larson, his 5 to 10 lap average was actually pretty good as well. I think he'll have a good shot for a great run. Ty Gibbs looked really good yesterday and looked good today as well. Michael McDowell has looked really good throughout this week so far. That's 71 strong. Todd Gillen I'm going to talk about as well because Todd Gillen actually looked really, really good. And I think that Chase Elliott will be up there. I think Kyle Busch will be up there. I think a few other guys that haven't really shown some stuff so far, like William Byron, for example, will also be factors by the end of the day. There's going to be a lot of chaos. There's going to be a lot of strategy. And I think Daniel Suarez also will have a car that's fast enough and capable enough to get up front before the end of the event. So, that is going to be a full reactions in NASCAR Cup Series qualifying at Mexico City. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. List description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. What are thoughts in NASCAR Cup Series qualifying? Let me your thoughts in the comments below. And congratulate Shane Van Gisbergen on winning his first pole of 2025. Let me your thoughts in the comments below. In a couple hours from now, we're going to see reactions to the NASCAR Xfinity Series race from Mexico City. Tomorrow morning on the channel, you're going to see the starting lineup video for the Cup race in Mexico City, and you're also going to see the Cup review, and we might also do a Shane Van Gisbergen video if he does not go to victory lane but has a great run. And then on Monday, we'll have a NASCAR news. We discussed the news over the course of the last couple days. Talk about Denny Hamlin receiving a playoff waiver. We're going to talk about the IndyCar race. We'll talk about Indiana NXT, which Haley Deegan's going to be in that. We're going to talk about other stuff. There's going to be a silly season update dropping on Tuesday as well. We got content coming up. Haley Deegan, Shane Van Gisbergen, Cards, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Ryan Preach, Trackhouse, Junior Motorsports, Connor Zilch, Carson Quaffle, Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed, Clay Farland, Dodge, Frankie Muniz, all the good stuff. Same with Eric on World Chandler stuff. We'll talk about all this stuff on the channel in the coming days and weeks. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content, other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.